There is a ton of misunderstanding, of course, about cats in general, which is kind of why I'm here, but specifically about the cats who call our communities their home. Feral cats, free roaming, stray, community cats, they all fall into that category. They need help. They are not socialized to humans. They are not pets, so to speak. They call our communities their home. Well, here's the thing. Cats reproduce at an alarming rate. They can get pregnant 2 times a year. They can have anywhere between 4 and 7 average kittens per litter, sometimes less, sometimes more. And those kittens, once they hit 3 to 4 months old, they can reproduce, and that's going to happen. And year on year on year, you're going to see an exponential explosion of that colony. One of the things you have to remember is if you're a feral cat, you're undomesticated, you're not a pet cat, you're unsocialized with humans, you are on the street looking to survive, hunting, scavenging, finding shelter, living in communities of other cats, but you're going to stay invisible from humans because humans equal threat as far as you're concerned. So for instance, if you're a resident of Los Angeles, you might say, well, I don't really see a whole lot of cats around here. But one estimate said that there are over 2.5 million feral cats in Los Angeles on the streets. I'm going to let that sink in for a second if you live in LA, but if not, no matter where you live, you're going to have these cats. You're also going to see a lot of those kittens and cats die prematurely and in not such nice ways because they're not being cared for. That's a pretty grim picture, and that is what historically we've allowed to happen, which is why there's an epidemic of community cats in most of our communities. So what's the answer here? How do we help these cats and also make sure that they don't take over certain neighborhoods? Well, we can just let it be, and we've seen what that'll do. We can also, some advocate, we just round them up and dispose of them. And then there's TNR. They will first start feeding these cats on a regular schedule to get them used to coming to a certain spot and eating. Also telling the neighbors in that area, hey, this is what we're doing. Please don't feed these cats. We want them to get used to this one thing. And also educating neighbors who are afraid that they're going to get rounded up and killed, which usually folks don't want. Then, after we've established that trust, they're being fed in a trap, which we don't spring. We just let them come to the trap, eat, and walk away. Finally, we trap them. This is, of course, very humane. They walk in, they start eating, the door closes. Then the person tasked with taking care of them brings them to a veterinarian where they are spayed or neutered, they are microchipped, they are vaccinated, they are dewormed, they have a general wellness check to make sure they're not carrying around something that's going to cause them a lot of pain or discomfort. Then they are ear tipped, and if you've ever seen a cat like our little mascot Mojo with his tip, that means I have been neutered, so please don't trap me again. Then they are returned to their colony. Now, these cats are sterilized and they will live out their lives in these colonies. The people who trap them also maintain and manage these colonies to make sure that they're living the best life they can. We give them warm beds in the winter, we give them shade in the summer, and we just watch for drippy noses and goopy eyes and that kind of thing. That's that. We allow the colony to take care of itself, and they live their natural lives, which, granted, are shorter than lives of indoor cats, and then the colony eventually dies out. This has been proven. This works, and this is by far the most humane way to tackle this problem. Feeding, while being done out of the goodness of someone's heart, actually does damage because you're just actually perpetuating the cycle. We're keeping these cats nice, well, and fed and reproducing. This is the only way to go, everybody. And this is something that is so important for you to learn about to whatever degree. Share this video so that you can connect other people to the cause itself. Go out there and connect with one of the groups in your area. And if you can't help by going out and trapping, you can contribute to the cause financially. These cats are important. Just because they're not pets, just because they're not a cat that sits in your lap, does not make them less of a cat and does not make them less worthy. The cat in your lap and the cat under your car, they're still cats that belong to your community one way or another, and they deserve our stewardship. And this is the way to do it, TNR.